So this is part 3 about nucleic acids and macromolecules. Nucleic acids store genetic information, transfer it, and there's two types, DNA and RNA. They're both made by nucleotides, which we'll talk about the parts, and they're linked together through covalent bonds. So, look up here, the heading, these are the monomers. We're talking about the monomers now to build the nucleotides. Each monomer is composed of 3 parts. A sugar, it's a 5-carbon pentose. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. That represents the 5 carbons. Just because the carbon isn't there, it's inferred that it's at the corners here. A phosphate group, you can see the phosphate attached on one end. And the other end, we have a base. This base, nitrogenous base, because it has nitrogen, can have 2 rings or just 1. The bases can be split up into groups based on whether it has 1 ring or 2. The pyridamines have 1 ring. The purines have 2. And this shows the 5 different nitrogenous bases and whether it's 1 ring or 2. The pyridamines have 1 ring. That's cytosine, uracil, thymine. The purines have 2, adenine and guanine. And it also lists what type of nucleic acid we can find in these bases. You can see that both of them, these 3 can be found in both. And in RNA, we only have uracil, and in DNA, we only have thymine. So DNA is double-stranded. 1 strand of nucleotides over here, another strand of nucleotides over there. Where do we find DNA? It's in your chromosomes, in the nucleus of your cells. We also find maternal, so from your mom, DNA in mitochondria. The sugar is deoxyribose sugar in the nucleotide, and the bases are A, T, C, and G. Those bonds, this strand and this strand, or those strands are held together in the middle by a ladder of hydrogen bonds. That's complementary, meaning adenine always pairs with thymine, and uracil always and cytosine always pairs with guanine. RNA, comparatively, is single-stranded nucleotides that are single-stranded. We're just going to do this one in the dark. Come on, lights. Okay. It's also located in the nucleus. RNA is. It contains adenine, guanine, cytosine, and uracil are the bases. And this just shows the pictorial of RNA versus DNA. Another type of nucleic acid is an energy currency called ATP, adenosine triphosphate. It has adenine base, a sugar, and a phosphate group, 1P, 2P3, triphosphate. We need it for energy transfer in the body. This covalent bond holding this phosphate here contains a crap load of energy. When broken, it releases it. And that is a very important purpose of ATP. So what are the structural differences between RNA and DNA is your takeaway. Make sure you can answer that. And that is the end of nucleic acids.